Welcome to Thursday, and thank you for joining me both on Zoom and on Facebook. My Facebook hasn't come. There it is. Now it just came up. Also on Zoom, on Facebook, look at your comments. My Facebook hasn't come. There it is. Now it just came up. I just need to turn off the. There we go. Turn off the sound. Okay, so tomorrow I'm very happy to have Raffaele with me from Italy, and he will be going over triads, how he picks triads, etc. I think you'll really enjoy that. Probably next week, we're going to post the upcoming artists, so you'll be able to see who's coming up and be able to ask questions of them. If you're on Zoom, you can verbally ask questions. If you're on Facebook, hello Patty, hello Narita, hello Letiza. You can write them and I'll read them. What I'm going to show you today is I'm going to go over, I just picked out random colors. I picked out some tube colors. I picked out some sticks, and I'm just going to kind of play with them. And if you want to see me mix any of the ones I'm showing you, please let me know and I'll mix them. For next week, I'm going to go back and start over again. I think what I'm going to start over is going over the 4 different quadrants of the warm, the warmest, the cool, and the coolest. And I'll just do one quadrant at a time. It'll be kind of a new way of looking at them. I've gone over them in terms of groups. I've gone over by alpha, buff titanium, etc., etc. So it's just another way to look at the colors. If you have questions, I love questions. Would love to see your questions. And I think with that, I will go ahead and start. Hello, Anika from Sweden. Hello, Mark. Hello, Angela. Hello, Lillian. Hello, Linda on Zoom. Welcome. Hello, Jennifer. Caroline, thank you so much for your awesome review of the watercolor grounds. I see you're online right now. There was some questions about how to do stained glass with watercolor grounds. It was so interesting that you actually you went over that. So thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for your presentation, Caroline from Australia. All right, so with that, I'm going to point this down. Go back here. There we go. And I'm just going to look at some of the colors. I'm going to start with Quin Coral. So Raffaele will be going over triads. If you have questions about triads, etc., it's good to have those ready. He's an excellent teacher. He'll be able to answer your questions. Squirting out some colors so we can play with them here. So we'll start with the quinacridone coral. There's no kind of rhyme or reason why I picked the colors. I just put my hand in a couple of bags and picked out some colors. This is the Quin Coral. So Quin Coral. This is the quinacridone. This will be the quinacridone rose. So the many times that we've done this, the Quinn Rose is the PV19, same as the violet, same as the red. It's called Quinn because it's a 5-ring structure. Quinn or 5. This is a color I brought out for Alvaro, and I just kind of polluted it a little bit with the red. So I'm going to do that one really quickly here. This is the lavender. It's a Da Vinci brush. It's a really, really good brush. It just holds pigment well. So that's lavender. Hello, Victoria. Hello, Melody. And this is organic vermilion. And it's organic vermilion in a stick. So I thought we would just kind of I don't know if you can see Giovanni and Giovanni's paintings behind him, but those really cool paintings behind him are all done with sticks. If you'd love to show the stuff behind you, you just point to it. I'd love to see your work. So that's organic vermilion from the stick. It's going to be Quinn purple. Quinn purple. These Quins are these really super vibrant colors. So Quinn purple. It's the Quinn purple, and what would get out of that? This is going to be sap green stick. So I'll do it a couple of ways. This one I wetted to wet. This one I'm just going to do it from the edge of the brush, edge of the stick. So that's sap green. This is quinacridone gold. Quinacridone gold. So Patty says, just got the Inspiration 12-pan set. It has lavender. Yep. So I was talking to Alvaro Castanet, and lavender was a color that he uses that wasn't in our lineup. So we brought it out in the Daniel Smith colors. So here in Washington, we went from almost, well, actually, I think we broke records for Washington. We went up to 113 degrees. And for us here, that is really, really hot. And now we're back down to almost like San Diego weather. We're in the pleasant 70s. So I think very manageable weather. Okay. So the next one is going to be phthalo green. I have phthalo green yellow shade. And then one of the most colorful ones, opera pink. Phthalo blue turquoise. Cobalt blue, it's a pretty color. And cadmium. Oh my gosh, in Australia where Caroline's at, it was minus 5 degrees. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, so this is phthalo green yellow shade. So by now we've looked at the phthalos quite a bit, and phthalos are always kind of the life of the party. Which is kind of interesting. Opera pink. Kind of looks like the color of bubble gum. Opera pink. This is going to be phthalo blue turquoise. Phthalo blue turquoise. This is so Stonehenge 140-pound cold press is the paper that I'm using here. So that is the phthalo blue turquoise. Yeah, they're all pretty vibrant. This is going to be the cobalt blue. Cobalt blue. Cobalt blue. So Raphael Itamar will certainly have a lot of rhyme and reason why he picks the colors that he picks. I'm sure he will love questions. This is the Cad Red Medium U. cad red medium U. So now what we can do is raise it up so you can actually see the there. So there we go. So this up a little tiny bit here, here, and take some of the cad red. Cad red, cobalt blue. This is our phthalo green yellow shade. Phthalo green yellow shade. So that's our phthalo green yellow shade, our cad red U, cobalt blue. Now let me see. Let's try it now. So Marty in Colorado, can you hear me now? I think it might be better. So I have Facebook on one side and I have Zoom on the other. How about you, Sandy? Can you hear me? Thank you. Okay, we'll see if that works. So they're really quite pretty. Okay. So now we're going to try some ultramarine violet. This is Mayan blue. So there's Mayan blue and Mayan blue genuine. So this is going to be our French ultramarine. diopside, which is a primatech. Violet. And hands a yellow medium. Oops. So this is the light dark blue. Light dark blue. This is the ultramarine violet. Ultramarine violet. Oh, Gabriel. Okay, this. This is the rich green gold. I just put some water here. So rich green gold. This is burnt umber. Burnt umber. That's burnt umber. This next one is going to be French ultramarine. So PB29, French ultramarine, slightly larger particle size than the ultramarine. So the French, because larger particle size, moves more toward the red when light hits the particle, and the ultramarine red or warm, and the ultramarine, smaller particle size, moves more toward the green or the cool. So French is slightly more warm than is the ultramarine. That's the difference between the two. So French ultramarine. I still love both of them. I think the French and the ultramarine are probably my favorite. Although my house is composed of all earth colors. I can't recall I have any blue in my entire house. I love it, but I seem to gravitate toward the warm colors. Okay, this is diopside. So this is a Primatech. Diopside. It's much more vibrant green here in front of me than the camera. That is a genuine or a Primatech. This one is going to be Quinn Violet. Quinn Violet. And the last one here I have in this. This is the Hansa Yellow Medium. It's a really pretty yellow. So play with those a little bit. We'll bring this up here. Some yellow. This is Hansa Yellow Medium and French Ultramarine Blue. Hansa Yellow Medium. And quinacridone coral. Were any of you able to try using the watercolor ground in ways that Carolyn had gone over last week, either for stained glass or using it on plexi? She has some really amazing ideas. If you did, I'd love to see it. You could hold it up. I'd love to see it. Hello, Lorena. Okay. Oh, Carolyn says she's had lots of questions from around the world. That's fantastic. Okay, there we go. So Sheldon says, never tried on glass or plexiglass, tried on Yupo. Yeah, it's really interesting on Yupo, isn't it, Sheldon? So are sticks. Sticks act really very well on Yupo as well. On Yupo is like a kind of a plasticky paper. If you've not seen that, you want to see that, I can go and grab for next week. I'll grab some out of the store if you want to see that. Okay, so now we're going to use Quinburn Orange. Quinburn Orange, I'm always asked, what are the best colors or the ones that you make the most of? Quin Gold and Quinburn Orange. I would say they're probably, and I'll do them right beside each other, probably neck and neck. And the Quin Sienna, I really kind of like the Quin Sienna. Out of order a little bit. Okay. So this is going to be the Quinburn Orange. So Becky says three of the grounds arrived today for her to play with. Oh, we got the wrong name right there. Yeah, the 238 dot cards really, it's kind of a very good way to play with the most amount of colors to see what you might like and how you might like it. So this is going to be the Quinburn Orange. That's Quinburn Orange. Quinburn Orange. And this one is quinacridone gold. So Quinburn Orange, quinacridone gold. This is quinacridone sienna. Quinacridone sienna. This is phthalo blue green shade. Phthalo blue green shade. Stick. So you take it off the end of your brush like this. You could actually put it directly on the paper from the stick. And as somebody had mentioned a while ago, you can also use scrapings from a pencil sharpener. This is going to be red jasper. Red jasper is the last or the newest of the Primitex. If you've been to India, you can see jasper just about everywhere. Jasper and garnets are everywhere in India. But a lot of the temples have jasper. They're just beautiful. So that's red jasper, Permatech. So I'm not quite sure which color we would mix it with that. Let me try. A little bit of so that is the, I'm trying to grab it, but this is lavender. So let me try that again. So here's the Queen Gold. There's some lavender in the Queen Gold. Tomorrow, Raffaele will have very specific triads that he's picked, and he'll be going over all of the different. So you can see tomorrow you'll see a master at work. Kind of just like mixing. This is with the, that's mixed with the jasper. Like that. Okay. Yeah, we could do a stick inside there too. This is the organic vermilion. Let's try the gold. That's with organic vermilion, Queen Gold, organic vermilion. Okay. So Han says diopside and green apatite are his favorites right now. Yeah, the green apatite is probably one of the best granulation colors there is. It just granulates very beautifully. So does the blue apatite, but the green even more so. All right. So let me show you the other one real quick too. So this is one we did first. This is our first one. So that's our first one. Quin coral, quin rose, lavender, organic vermilion, quin purple, sap green, quin deep gold, phthalo green shade, or phthalo green yellow shade, opera pink, phthalo blue turquoise, cobalt blue, cad red medium U. And this is what we just finished. Ultramarine violet, Mayan dark blue. There's Mayan dark blue and Mayan blue genuine. This is the Mayan dark blue. It's not a Primatech. The Mayan blue is a Primatech. This is rich green gold. Again, from the stick, you can see where I pressed down with the stick. If I didn't want this right here, I would just take it off the end of the stick. Burnt umber, French ultramarine blue, diopside genuine, quin violet, Hansa yellow medium, probably one of the favorites, quin burnt orange, quin gold, quin sienna, phthalo blue green shade, and red jasper. And red jasper is a Primatech. You can see the granulation of the Primatech. So the last two I had, and I have some other colors that if you want to see them, I can certainly play with those as well. Yeah, I think the triad demonstrations will be really good. And Raffaele is just really good at picking them out. So here we have lamp black and McCracken black. So let me show you both of those. Let me take this down. It gets confused when it gets too high up. There we go. So lamp black, McCracken black. And Lauren will be on the 30th. And he'll show you how to warm up a color, how to cool down a color. So this is lamp black. Lamp black. Lamp black is the darkest black. It gets its name because it used to be a lamp that was put into a tent. They would collect the soot and make the soot into a color. So lamp black. Kraken black. This is seven different pigments. And this with collaboration with Lauren McCracken. And it's a black that can either be warmed up or it can be cooled down. And he has a whole presentation and article that he wrote on how to do that. So it could be lamp black, McCracken black. And I see here I have kind of one of the coolest, neat, not necessarily cool, but neatest blacks. And this is, I'm sure you've all guessed it, this is lunar black. lunar black. It's awesome because let's try it and see. We'll try it a couple wet places here. So lamp black, a Kraken black, lunar black. You can see the granulation of the lunar black. It's just, if you love granulation, it's just all types of awesome. So use our hands in yellow. Get that off my hand. Yeah, and the McCracken black, the kyanite, and the sugilite are also awesome. Okay, so here's the lunar black. And we'll shove yellow into the lunar black. Put some of that yellow into the black, lamp black. Put some into the Kraken black. So the one thing that we'll be able to see over time is that yellow into the lamp black isn't going to do a whole lot. It's not, the lamp black will not move away from it. In fact, if we wanted to, we could just get rid of it. Whereas the Kraken black a little bit, let's see. Yeah, the Kraken black a little bit. But the one that you have the most fun with, if you don't want to cover up your color as a black, is it'll just keep coming back. And that's because the particles are so small with the lunar black, the particles move away. So this yellow will just get more vibrant over time. The longer we wait, the more vibrant that yellow is going to become. So it's kind of an interesting thing with the blacks. There's some really interesting characteristics of the pigment that you can actually have fun with. Let me see what else I have out here for you. Ooh, nickel azo yellow. I love that color a lot. Here's black tourmaline. We'll try black tourmaline too. Here's queen red. We'll try queen red and we'll try parylene red. Okay. So let's try these. Let's try these 4 colors. It's going to be parylene red. Really pretty color. This is quin red. Remember, quin red, quin purple, quin rose, all the same exact pigment, just different shades. This is black tourmaline, which is a Primatech. And this one I like, it's nickel azo yellow. Okay, so let's try those out. Let me make a space here. Take that off my fingers. Let's see, would it be not necessarily, Hans. And I'll tell you what I'll do tomorrow. Tonight before I leave, I will pick out all of the lunars and I will show that tomorrow before Raffaele comes on. And if you can't join tomorrow, you can just watch the video and I'll do it on the front end. How's that? I don't have them in front of me. I would do it for you right now. Okay. There's the Paraline. You know, Paralines and the Pyrroles are those really awesome, awesome bright colors. Quinacridone red. This is the tourmaline. It's a beautiful, it's actually a beautiful mineral. And this is nickel azo. I kind of like this nickel azo. But probably unlike you, I don't know how to paint, so I just like it as a color. I think it's just a pretty color. I'd love to do more with it. I'm gonna be gone for just a second. I'm gonna some clean water. The water, when you start doing so many colors, becomes very dark, and that's when at the last pour, I'm gonna have just some fresh water real quick. Yeah, so the longer we're waiting, you see how that yellow really starts to come out, and it'll just get more and more pronounced. The more it dries, the more pronounced it's going to become. And it doesn't really matter whether it's a yellow, it could be a green, an orange, etc. That black, that lunar black is going to move away from it. It's kind of neat because it actually moves away from itself. So even if we put the lunar black by itself, you can see it moves away from itself. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at, this is the Paraline red. So the Pyrrole red is more fire engine red. If you're in America, they're red. Unless you're in an airport where they can be, I guess, yellow. But it is a very, very vibrant red. So the Paraline red is a very vibrant red, but not quite as vibrant as the Pyrrole. Pyrrole more so. Yeah, kind of like that lunar black, and you even get the granulation inside of the palette. That's just granulating with itself. Okay, so the next one is Quin red. This is Quin red. It's a brighter red, not like this fire engine red. A little hard to see on the screen, but they are definitely different. This is a very vibrant red. This is more of a pinkish red. This is black tourmaline. It's a beautiful mineral. So black tourmaline. Granulates really, really well. So Chrissy says those reds are fabulous, and I use Quin red for all my reds. Awesome. And this one is I really like this color. Actually, the new Gamboge, I think this is actually kind of like that one too. This is nickel azo. Nickel azo yellow. So we can try. Try some of the nickel azo yellow. Yes, Quin red. So Mickey's art, Quin red is very, very vibrant. All right, here in front of me, these cameras are really, they're, wow, compared to what I had 5 years ago, they're awesome, but they don't pick up the heavy vibrancy. So this is going to be, I just thought we'd play with some nickel azo. Put some nickel azo down. And put some of the perylene red into it. Some of the nickel azo. Put the quid red. Red and gold hit wrong button. So our lunar black is still drying, and you can see it's just becoming much more pronounced in terms of its yellow. So today, thank you for sitting through this with me today. We went through quite a few colors. I'm going to bring this up so we can see them all. And I just randomly put my hand in the bag and pulled out some colors. I wanted to show some sticks, some tubes. There's our first batch. There's our second batch with some of the mixes below it. Some of the mixes below the other one. That's our lavender kind of mix in here, and that's our cobalt blue. And this is our last one. So lamp black with some yellow. Again, lamp black is going to cover it. It's a very strong black. McCracken black, which you can actually warm this up very easily or cool this down very easily. Lunar black, which really, regardless of what color you use, it's going to move away from it. The black tourmaline, the perylene red, the quin red, the nickel azo yellow, and then the mixes. So with that, tomorrow, Raffaele will be here. Please, if you have any questions about, you have 2 colors that you like and you'd like to pick out a third, he can certainly help you with that. He loves questions, so any questions that you have would be fantastic. If you've done paintings with triads that you'd like to show, especially on the Zoom side, we can flip over to you and you can actually show it, which would be great. With that, I'm going to say goodbye to all of you. Thank you for joining me. It's been now over a year that we've been together, many of you. So thank you so much. I look forward to Thursdays. I look forward to Fridays. They're pretty phenomenal. I get to share with you. So thank you so much for that. I wish you all the best, and I'll get to see some of you tomorrow. I'll see you next week. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye, everybody.